Hey guys, Chris here, and tonight we're going to be doing a little DIY type video. And if you're anything like me, DIY is not your thing. And so I was trying to think of something that we could do, and I asked my lovely wife. And if you have a wife like mine, she loves Pinterest, and she has 1,000 million ideas, and I found the best one, the easiest one, the most inexpensive one that we could do. And here we have these mason jars kind of mounted to a board of some kind. There's a bunch of different varieties you can do. And the keep the change one, as you can see, pretty simple, pretty easy. That's kind of the idea I went with today. I switched it up a little bit to make it more my wife approved. But all I did is I started out with a 8x1 board. Bought it in 6 foot length for about $6 at Home Depot, really inexpensive. I took a pipe strap, mounted it to the board, and threw on the mason jar and tightened it down. As you can see here, pretty basic, pretty simple. My wife, I think, is going to put it in the girls' rooms, my daughter's rooms, and put some flowers in it. Or like I said, you can do the change thing. I think this is a great idea for kids, for families to do, because like I said, it's really inexpensive. And you can obviously color the jar any kind of color you want. I like that blue one, the plain blue one. Leave it plain color. And the shape, obviously, you can do whatever shape you want, length you want. As you can tell here, I've already pre-made this one. And one thing I noticed when I was making it, I didn't like how when I mounted this strap down, that jar kind of sitting off the edge. Kind of weird. You really can't tell from this direction, but it just does not look good there. Big old gap right in there. And so what I did is I took my board and grabbed a couple 1/4-inch pieces and glued them to there, so it's going to hold that piece down. Now this is the one we're going to build today. I'm going to kind of go step by step how we build these. As you can see, my wife went through and pre-stained these for us, so you don't have to watch us stain in hours of drying time. So we'll shorten this video by a couple hours right off the top of the bat. And she also pre-painted our mason jar. And like I said, all you're going to need is your board, your 8x1-inch board, about a 6 foot length. I cut these at 14 inches because we wanted to mount it and have a little bit coming out and a little bit background for the flowers. Obviously, you can mount it, cut it whatever length you wanted, whatever size you wanted. The first time I did it with a 10-inch board, and I thought it was just a little bit too wide. So I would go with the 8-inch, but like I said, it's completely up to you, dealer's preference, however you want to do it. And then we also have our pipe strap, or our pipe clamp. You can get these for about $1 or so, Home Depot as well. And of course, just a little 1/2-inch screw to mount that bad boy down with. Nothing too exciting, really easy and simple. So what we'll do here, and I pre-glued these on for that same time constraint. These were 1/4-inch, and I thought a 1/4 inch was going to be enough, but when I started to do it, it still had that little gap. So I just stacked 2 of them up, so a 1/2-inch in length or 1/2-inch in width would be great. Little 1/2-inch piece cut by about 2 inches long is all you need. Like I said, that's going to be hidden pretty much by the flowers or by anything you put in the jar. And the jar itself is going to hide that, so it's not that big of a deal to stain it. Make sure you level it up. Now what I did is I found the exact center. You really can't see it there. I try to make it as light as possible, a little dark point there. I found the exact center of the board when I glued it, so that mason jar is going to sit exactly center. It's going to be about 1 inch up, and it's going to look overall really well, I think. So come on over here, take a look, and see how we do this. When I drill these, just using your standard 18-volt drill. When I drill these, I drill a little pilot hole first just to get that thing started. Not all the way in. That's just going to help us when we put this strap on, because that strap likes to fling around as we try to put it in. So we'll get this into the strap. And then we'll go mount this bad boy right on there. Just like that, straighten her up, like so. Little life hack I learned when I started doing these. And this is about my 4th one I made, and the first one the right way, according to my wife. So it helps if you start this thing first instead of put the jar down. It's going to be a real pain in the butt trying to get that thing in there if the jar's in there too as well. So you're going to lift this thing up so it's sitting at the bottom of that lip. on the, you can see this little edge right here. We want that strap sitting right about there. So you set that up there, kind of set this up on there like so. And you just take your screwdriver, flathead screwdriver. As you can see, this is my wife's nice pink tool. I suggest using your wife's tools as well. They work better apparently. And tighten that bad boy down, nice and snug. And this is your 2 1/16 to 3" pipe strap. But like I said, if you use a bigger mason jar, bigger pipe strap, fits like a glove. Now obviously you don't want to over tighten this because you could eventually break the glass, but we just want that thing nice and snug on there. And as you can see, no gap there, which is what we really like. You can even try and pull on it a little bit. It doesn't really flex off that board. Nice and sturdy. And like I said, I think this one's going in my daughter's room. And another life hack for you men out there finding the board, find one with nice knots. Apparently the knots are important. And that's all we have for tonight. Thank you for watching, and if you like the video, please share it and hit that subscribe button for me. Thanks.